ADS Security is now Vector Security, but they've been part of the ADS family since 2019. So you can rest assured the same great service you've had through ADS Security will be the same friendly people you'll deal with now that they are part of the Vector network. Same number, same people, just a new name. That's part of the fourth largest security provider in the country. So head to vectorsecurity.com or just call the number you always have, 452-6277. Mention ESPN Louisville, and you get 3 months of free monitoring.
Mic's unplugged. Yeah. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Johnson is a pest. Okay, you can hear it now. Okay. Yeah, this soundboard is going right now. So when we start the show, I'll plug it up. We got commercials running right now. I just had a meeting. We're gonna try to look. Might have a new sponsor for the midnight show. I might have to start drinking. I might have to start drinking bourbon on the night show. What's that? They can hear you.
I said, I don't know why your mic's on.
Oh, okay. Wait, you mean on the pre? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Hey Nikki, is the post game cut up? Is KB post game cut up? Am I playing the KP press conference? It might be cut up. We might use some. I think it got a sound sheet.
You good, buddy?
Appreciate it.
We went at the restaurant last night. Let's try to get. I got 26. And 26.
Wait.
So.
I'm sure you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, you're
yeah, I might have to drink. I might have to start drinking scotch or bourbon at night. Caleb Glenn's physical, played really hard. He's gonna have. I'll be paying attention to the discipline now. Yeah, Curtis Williams is he's much for. He's much further along than I could have hoped for. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. John said if you start drinking bourbon at night, I'm gonna miss the morning shows. Are they harder? Is bourbon harder on hangovers? Oh. Like I said, he's more concept than plays, than set plays and stuff. But with the concepts, you got to have a lot of discipline. I'm only gonna be able to run the YouTube the first hour. What you eating? What you eating? Pizza bread, not pizza. Is that where pizza come from? Is that where the name pizza come from? Pizza bread?
Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station, and people have gotten used to over the years having their 10 o'clock post-game shows. So get ready to fire up the phone lines. I'm sure your boy Rummage will be listening as he makes his trek back to Louisville, Kentucky. So Steve Rummage is on 65, maybe. Nikki B.
They want the boot.
Good morning, everybody. Safe travels to Steve.
Safe travel.
We're going to have a very big guest tomorrow. in studio. Very excited for that. But yeah, I didn't get to see the game yet. I'm watching the replay. We have it on the TV back here. I was working at the restaurant last night. Busy one. A lot of fun. But I was.
Did they treat you well?
Oh, I got treated well.
Okay.
People treated me well. It was nice. When you're that busy, like it's.
Did you get any of those? They noticed your voice.
Not.
Is that Nikki? Are you Nikki?
No, I got a lot of out of towners. So,
Okay.
and as much as I think I'm becoming the voice of a generation,
You're
it's
right.
still more local. It's not. I don't have a national fan base yet.
Yet.
But it was one of those things. It was like, it's so busy. Like, what's the line from The Wire? He's like, shoot, at this distance, even if I miss, I can't miss.
Oh, yeah.
That's like what it was last night. It was
I-
like, even if they're not taking care of me, they're taking care of me. Like, so it was a good night. But
I was watching that last night.
The Wire,
Yeah.
dude, I love that scene.
The clipped up. Yeah.
Those are two of my favorite characters on TV. But I was nervous. Like, I pulled my phone out, got in my car, and I was like, please be winning, please be winning, please be winning.
Oh,
and I pulled
God.
it up, and what I saw, I was like, okay, good score. Then I immediately called Pops, and he was a little bit less than impressed. So I was like, crap.
Grab that phone line. Let them jump on in here. I'm going to be simultaneously manning the text line, and Nick is going to hold down the phone line. So 8150-939, of course, is the phone line. 38-939 is, of course, the text line. And, of course, we got Lawrence on the phone. Lawrence, fire away, my man.
What's up, Marcus, man?
Chilling.
Hey, the sound like last night had to be the guards and small forward to get into the rim, drawing fouls. Dennis Evans grabbing rebounds, and Dan was basically making foul shots. And Johnson playing defense all 90 feet. I just hope he stay out of foul trouble. But I thought it was a decent, great game last night. Over won by 40, and just got to fix the little turnover issue. I think the team's gonna be okay.
Lawrence, man, I appreciate the call. That was pretty much right to the point, straight to the point. First hour, we're gonna probably go a little more big picture. What did you see? What did you like? Maybe we'll get a little bit into. Actually, this is basketball. Who am I kidding? I'd be cheating you if I set a functional. It would be too much like right if I gave you an organized radio show where it's like, hey guys, this is the outline, it's the PowerPoint. We're gonna discuss this. Then we're gonna discuss this. It won't be natural. I'm sorry. There's a radio station that wants to steal me from ESPN Louisville. Hypothetically, they want to offer me the big bucks, but the moment I say you don't want to steal me from ESPN Louisville, because I'm not gonna give you the outline. I'm not gonna give you the PowerPoint. I'm not gonna hit the reads like I'm supposed to. I'm just gonna entertain. I'm gonna have a good time doing it. So I guess I'll never crack the glass ceiling. Last night's game, I enjoyed myself. Hey, be passionate. Be passionate. I enjoyed the passion of the fans. I enjoyed the anxiety of the fans on the way into
Louisville, Lamont.
I enjoyed the anxiety of the fans on the way into the gym. I enjoyed, the energy when they exited. We're gonna take that phone line. Phone line's lighting up right now. Louisville, Lamont, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, Marcus?
Feeling good.
Hey, man, I just
Priest.
comment on last night's game. I think that they looked pretty good after they got the jitters out, but it's one person that really, might be the whole story of last night, and that was Brandon Huntley Hatfield, man. What's going on with this cat, man? I mean, last night I'd rather had Jalen than him.
What do you think? Like what if you were just gonna give your, hey, it's gotta be something. What would you pin on Brandon Huntley Hatfield?
Man, I can't put my finger on it. That's what's so crazy about it, man. He looks like he could be a phenomenal athlete and all that and everything, but he don't never show up. I don't know. It looked like he may be trying a little bit, but it just ain't enough. I don't know what it is, dude. I'm not impressed with him. That's all.
Yeah, listen, Louisville, Lamont, I appreciate the call.
No problem.
Listen, what you're saying is basically what Coach Kenny Payne was saying before the game, coming off the red and white game. He said, 6 points, I'm going to need him to double that. The only way he's going to double that is he's going to have a heavy rebound motor. If he doesn't have the heavy rebound motor, he's going to say, okay, our ceiling is going to be better reached elsewhere. But you start to have a team where you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to rotate that. Listen, I don't see having a long year of frustration on waiting for any guys to get it, quote unquote, get it. The team is too talented to wait for anybody to just get it. Like I said, you're still early. You're still evaluation. Going through your evaluation period. I'm gonna enjoy that part of it too. Text them right here. Ridiculous. Hold on. Just you're really lasty. Oh, definitely. BHS is heavy. Okay. Oh, those texts kind of they're not really narratives. They're not really big picture things. Golly, they're going down. I don't see any killer mentality. Okay, Brandon Huntley Hatfield. Let me just say, since the text line seems to be very spicy on Brandon Huntley Hatfield, I asked Louisville Lamont, what do you think it is? Right now, it could be two things. You could say Brandon is consistently about that. He comes in the game with the right intentions. He usually looks very intense in the first couple plays. He usually looks intense in the beginning. He usually gets rebounds that come into his area. Or, now hear me out, with Brandon Huntley Hatfield. I don't know how much he played with Dennis Evans, but I'm going to talk about it in the second half. Or in second hour. You remember in the red and white game when Manny got the ball around the basket,
Mike
and
Priest, then Mike,
and then Manny was kind of looking around, waiting for Dennis Evans to show up and show up and blocking something or controlling the paint. Dennis Evans looks like he has the potential to control a lot of the paint area. Sometimes you're just expecting Dennis Evans to be around the basketball when the rebounds come down. Sometimes you're just kind of expecting that. The Brandon Huntley Hatfield thing, if he's fell victim to that'll be that. Those are two I have to give away. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought he was getting ready to sit on the chair and was using that as like the chair was wet or something. By the way, if you're listening, Albert C, G Mister, your prize packages are here waiting on you, and everybody should know in the studio. You can pass the word around. Those two gentlemen will be coming to pick up those packages. Who do I got up next? Let's get to the phone lines. Keep it moving. Priest, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's going on, Marcus?
Feeling good.
That's good. I got positives. I got, besides the turnovers, I like Tyler. I think he's going to be a beast on the defensive end, and he's got great vision if he could slow down a bit. I like Trey White. I like his shot, but he turned the ball over a little bit. Maybe I've been a little bit nervous. Dennis Evans is going to be really good if he stays. I got a different take on Huntley Hatfield. I believe whatever, I forgot his name. I'm sorry, but I believe he's gonna be all right. Stop when he probably wasn't in the Florida game. You could tell it was the Florida game. He set a couple picks. Stop when a kid don't play where you expect him to play. Start just saying, I'm tired. Oh man, this man. Man, pick the guy up, man. You can tell he's got I believe, I've never been around him, but he seems like he's got a passive personality. So pick him up. Maybe he needs a love cut. And if we don't go out there and support these kids also, If you don't buy tickets, go in there and support these kids, then we'll never be good. You know, because we got some decent players now. Them players, like they move the ball, they got paint touches. Now we got to learn. We can't turn the ball over. I don't care. You can't. 9, 10 turnovers a game. You cannot have 22 turnovers. That's ridiculous. And we can if we pick up a defensive person, get better on the defensive end, defense has got to be the staple. Because you got to keep guys to score, and then you start learning who's better on her, on the wing. You know, you can get it together. But overall, I believe we got a good team that can make the tournament if they get better together. You know, one person can get better, the other person, you know, everybody's got to grow together, and that's what makes it a team. If you can't keep Simmons in front of you, there's something wrong. And that little guard, that little number 3 just kept getting around him. I mean, he was throwing up some crazy stuff. But I believe we can do it. I think it was nerves. And then you've been playing against each other so long, you know each other's tendencies, but you don't know the other team's tendencies. And that comes with the scout report and really locking in. Yeah, give Brandon some time, man. I mean, I know he's his 3rd year. Like, he's a 5-star player, but he's kind of passive. I don't know, but that's what it looks like. But if he worked so hard to get 8% body fat, then he's been worked hard on his game. So sometimes it don't. I remember when I used to play, work hard and then get in and be like, man, I've been working on that. It comes after a while once you get comfortable in your new you. That's all I had to say. Go Cards.
Appreciate the call. Listen, be passionate. I get it. Be passionate about that. Everybody has their style of critique. Listen. I need Brandon Huntley Hatfield to be more involved. I will say this. It's almost like you play on different teams, different kind of teams. When you play with players that can all do their thing, it's like playing in all-star games versus organized, basketball. If you ever played on an all-star team, it's an adjustment. You have to find out how you can affect the game because you don't have a bunch of guys out here looking to get you the ball. In an all-star game, on this kind of game, it's not all-star, but your opportunity to affect the game positive, it's tougher. It's tougher because last year you were the big. Last year Brandon was the big. Manny, who else was the big last year? Jalen Withers was the big. Brandon was the big. So, Brandon, you're the big. This year, you have a Manny Okorafor who has been playing here for a year now, went through an off season, knows how to be effective, or a lot more ways to be effective, starting to learn the game a lot better. Dennis Evans is a huge presence. It is difficult. It's a lot less freebies. Like I said, those games where everybody was kind of boxing out their man and the big man just naturally gets the rebound. It's going to be a lot fewer of those. But here's the thing. If you have high hopes, if you have high expectations, what the hell you think it's going to be at any other level outside of here? That's exactly what it's going to look like. So I'm kind of, it's one of those, everybody knows I do this. This is my personality. It hurt, don't it? It hurt, don't it? Read the social media. It hurt, don't it? Let's go look at the video. Shot goes up. Where you at? You're getting boxed out. You let yourself get boxed out. No rebound there. No rebound there. The thing that excites me the most is I got good video with guys playing hard, and I can critique and I can say, okay. Remember we talked about Kenny Payne first coming here, competition. He we laughed about him putting guys against each other. Now he can really do that. He can really say, all right, you're going to choose. You're going to choose. Listen, we have video. When a shot goes up and you let your guy box you out, next play, shot goes up. Caleb Glenn fights to get around his man, keeps the ball alive. Y'all making the decision. You're doing, you're deciding who's putting the extra effort in, who has the motors, who's going to play. Now, this is Marcus. I'll say this, coach. We all got eyeballs. If we see Manny working hard, Caleb working hard, if we see those guys working harder than the Brandons, then we're going to say, okay, we're expecting you to make that, to make that move. with the guys that are playing hard, not waiting for Brandon to get it, not waiting for your favorite guys to get it. There's one guy though. We're going to talk about it in the second hour, people. There's one guy on our team that we're going to have to protect because Kenny has an eye out on him. And I want to tell that young fella, you're in the line of fire with Kenny. Be careful. Who do we got? Mike? Mike, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, brother? This is Mike. Anyway, I love Curtis Williams.
Whew.
Man, he's got the sweetest shot we had since, I don't know, maybe Kenny Payne. I mean, that's a beautiful, just a perfect jump shot. I mean, golly, it's gorgeous. And I want to tell them, all the fellas, man, I'm 5'6". I'm a white dude, and I played against the brothers, and I played against everybody. But I played against guys 6'5", you know, mammoth men to me. But I got my shot off by a shot fake. Right. They all wanted to block my shot, and I could come down, and I shot faked, and I also had a hook shot. And I could get my shot off against anybody. Just I had fools, dude. I shot fake. Hey, they go by. I lay it up like I'm kissing my girlfriend. You know, the special woman of your life. Right. And then I'd laugh at them. You know, and they get pissed, dude. And I come down. I double shot fake. I triple shot fake, and then I shoot it right in their face. And it pissed them off. And you know what? I loved it. Because I got in their head, and then if they come out there, I come out 24 feet, just pull up, boom. You can do everything with the shot fake.
24 feet, pretty deep.
Well, hey, I push shot it. You know, I ain't got no jump shot, dude. I can't get off the ground with the elevator. But that's just my only wish is. I wish I could talk to the fellas and just tell them, shot fake, man. Huntley Hatfield, if he come in there and shot fake, because they're all trying to block your shot, come in there and shot fake. Hey, pull up. Better yet, pull up from 10 feet and then go in the shot fake. Start pulling up from 10 feet instead of trying to go all the way to the basket.
Listen,
I love you, brother.
Mike,
y'all my friends, and I love y'all, and y'all are like family.
Appreciate the call, Mike. It's good. It's good vibes. And listen, you meant it when you said Curtis Williams. Very, very sweet shot, Curtis Williams. I concur 100%. Oh man, Curtis Williams. I said after last game, I did not know these guys were going to be able to handle the ball like they can handle the ball. So to last night, and from last night to this morning, I've been reorganizing all of my expectations. I'm getting surly. You know, I'm going to allow myself to get surly. I'm not going to let the fans get surly, but I'm going to allow myself to get surly. And you can see where I get surly and the things I get surly about. So quick, big picture. Yes. Curtis Williams Jr. jumps off the screen. The elevation he gets on his jump shot, you know, him just watching him naturally get the ball, get it up the court. He made the first pass to Dennis Evans, cutting down the lane to get that dunk. Turnovers. I bet you I could do this right now. If I typed in Tom Izzo season opener press conference or Tom Izzo exhibition press conference, right? You want to know what Tom Izzo is going to be complaining about in a season opener press conference, Nikki?
What would he be complaining about, Marcus?
Tom Izzo, I'm telling you.
Defense?
If I went to YouTube right now and typed in Rick Pitino exhibition press conference, Tom Izzo exhibition press conference.
Two Pisons.
Bill Self. I was like, why am I doing it? Bill Self exhibition. All three of those coaches, I can guarantee in a 10-minute span, they're pissed off about the turnovers that the team is making.
Oh, yeah.
If you go John Calipari,
another Italian,
exhibition games, he is going to say, we need to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. Why is this so common? Because every single team who's going to play fast and going to play athletic and hasn't played any games together are going to turn the ball over. Because what else happens is the speed, the intensity of the opponent makes you faster. You playing everything faster. You're doing everything faster. You're not doing everything at an intense level. So, with that being said, way too many turnovers. But you were going to have too many turnovers from the beginning. So saying we should have 3 turnovers and we end up with 20, however many turnovers. Let's bring that window together. Like, you were gonna have 8, 9 turnovers. You want to get pissed because you had 12 or 13 turnovers, not 20. 8 was going to happen just naturally, just speed of the game. Like I said, Sky Clark hasn't played in a year and a half of competitive basketball. We do know that, right? Sky Clark played 8 games at Illinois. No basketball for the rest of the year. And I'm talking about refereed, full, intense, peak physical condition D1 basketball. Has not played since the first quarter of last season. Curtis Williams Jr. You imagine you've never played college and we're running a play where the ball is about to get swung to you. It's 40 seconds into the game. You're coming up to get the ball, and Sky Clark throws a hot pass right at your face. You don't have a chance. You don't have a chance to catch that ball. Nikki, Marcus Maven gets a steal. Exhibition, Yum Center. Your dad was calling the game, I believe, right?
Yeah, probably.
Wide open steal.
Oh, no.
I try to dunk this basketball so hard, it goes off the back of the thing. And listen.
Did it land at center court?
Yeah, yes. And in hindsight, it's like, Marcus, that ball didn't have it. I felt like I was dribbling with 2. I'm trying to think of a cartoon character that just has stones for hands.
Daffy Duck. You're doing it with feathers.
Yeah, no. Just imagine boxing gloves. The first couple of possessions of a college kid's career.
Okay, yeah,
it's like having boxing gloves on your hands. You can catch it, but it's hard to catch the basketball on your first couple possessions. You're running faster than you've played. You run the sidelines, especially if you're a wing. You're running the sidelines. So you're near you're near the out of bounds line. You're thinking about the out of bounds line, just the speed. So it takes, I got to get fouled. Something has to go right before I relax.
What makes you relax? Because they definitely had jitters. They had a bevy of turnovers those first couple.
It's the quarterback who says, I like taking a hit.
I was literally about to say, is it one of those things like when you get popped in the mouth a little bit and you're like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, or like I said, you just catch a break. Like the ball goes up, you crash the board, you get a tip in. Once you get that tip in, it's like, all right, cool. Whew, what I'm saying? Then you go back to being a normal basketball player. But yeah, like I said, if you get a hot pass early, you're gonna make a mistake. So if you probably look back and look at the opening play, I bet you if you're on that sideline, first pass goes from Sky Clark to Curtis Williams Jr. It slips right through his hands, right? You screw it up. It's nothing. I bet you Kenny Payne turned down the sideline. It was like, yeah, young fella nervous out there, ain't he? Like, I bet they enjoyed that first watching that ball go through his hands. I bet he laughed at him. Like, because
welcome to college basketball.
Yeah, you've been there before. Everybody's been. Why that ball went through your hands? because you're playing with boxing gloves for the first couple of minutes. That was Curtis Williams. Okay. So early, big pictures, speed of the cuts. Marcus, what do you like about the game? What did you notice? You cut fast. Everybody ran to their spots fast. I hate jogging on my basketball court, nonchalant jogging. Guys were getting to their spots quick. They were doing their little handoffs, the weaves and handoffs. They weren't letting the defender get between them and the ball. Listen, man. Listen. Getting the ball, getting an offense initiated when people are playing high pressure defense. And before I go one step further, stop acting like y'all haven't watched basketball before. You hear the name Simmons, and you hear us make a couple of jokes about how we should beat them by 50, and you lose your basketball brain cells, because everybody who watched that game saw the move that young fella put on Sky Clark. We have to have this conversation, this lecture every single year. There's always 2 or 3 kids on every small school we play that we say, damn, that kid can play. That kid, there's who came over here? Damian Lee and who's the other guard?
Trey Lewis.
Trey Lewis from Cleveland State. There's a Trey Lewis from the Cleveland State. I mean, can you imagine saying Cleveland State?
They got some ballers on Cleveland State.
Or, no, before we play them. Before you play them, you're like, oh, God, Cleveland State, we better win by 60, right? And then you see this kid, you're like, well, damn. Why don't we have him on our team? Every single low name team, and no disrespect to Simmons, but every single team has a couple of these dudes that can pat the rock. They can handle the ball. If you watch the shake moves he put on Sky Clark, that works against anybody. It won't work all night, but this guy has a package. He's going to have a package of moves that, hey, I've been doing this all my life too. I mean, reason he's not at Louisville is because he's 5'10" instead of 6'3".
Right.
But he's still good.
Yeah.
And you worry about him.
Can't teach size.
Yeah, he can't D up. He can't switch on Curtis Williams Jr. on the defensive end. That's the only thing that separates them. He practices just as much as whoever, So it's like, let's not forget that
they got scholarships.
They got scholarships too, and we have to revisit this every single season. When you say that kid, that couple of those moves will work on anybody. And when I say anybody, the summer league, the NBA, summer camp, what I'm saying? That kid's going to get around that. He's going to get around the guard with a couple of his, shake moves. Okay. What I was starting to say is physical. Okay. They were pressuring us, right? A lot of times you've seen guys just kind of fold and they end up getting steals. The guy steps over him. This is what pisses me off, because I'm like, I saw you being taught this. And at what point did you being taught this, did you forget to bring this onto the court? So anyway, the guy, to get open, you have to step over a guy, hold him off, give the point guard a target. The point guard throws it out and you get the ball, you grab the ball, right? Great fundamental entry passes that take physicality and toughness and good, like I said, good fundamentals. I'm like, that somebody's teaching him hard over there. Somebody taught that kid hard, and that's a college level step over. Pivot, come out forceful. That means y'all been doing this physically in practice, or you wouldn't know how to do it that physical, unless y'all were training physical. So you're like, okay, And this is what you see in the first 3 minutes of the game, even though a couple of shots get missed and a couple of turnovers happen. And I can't wait to run to Twitter and talk about how this is going to be the worst season in the history of all seasons. Oh my God. Another year of this. 2 turnovers in the first 2 minutes. That was freshman to freshman. That first dunk of the game with Dennis Evans, that was freshman. Freshman takes 2 dribbles, pull up, jump stop. He can see over the defense. Dennis Evans is coming right down the middle of the lane. Boom, 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 dunk. It's a big time shot. It's big time. But like I said, fundamentally, it's good. It's good. Very good signs.
You want to see that from your freshman.
You want to see that from you want to see it from Brandon, but if you see it from the freshman, you're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Someone's coming for that spot.
I'm coming for the number 1 spot. It is what it is. Sky Clark picks up early. Picks up full court early. Stays with the guy. Pressures, full court pressures. Listen, I say it all the time. To stay in a squatting position is one of the hardest things in the sport of basketball. Staying in a defensive squat. Think about this. When you're in trouble, in almost every culture, there's some form of squatting involved to punish you.
It's a good point.
In all cultures, you can be in the Shaolin temple and they put you holding water buckets on the side in a squatting position. It's torture. Psychologically, physically, it hurts.
Wall sits in hockey, man. Oh, the wall sits. Oh, with a plate. Oh, forget it.
Well, it's tough. So when you watch a full 40, or 35-second possession, and you see everybody down in position, you start to see where your good teams are. The teams that can stay down like that the entire time. And you start being able to see, that kid's not in his position. He gets beat. Caleb Glenn gets caught standing up, bumping his body. You can look right over at Kenny Payne. The minute they call foul, Kenny Payne squats all the way down. No, you fouled him. Why'd you foul him? Because you're not in your defensive posture. But the more y'all do it, the more he can. Yep. It's like, I don't have to play these games with the guys who don't stay in their defensive posture. You get beat because you're not in defense.
You know the rules.
Yeah, you know the rules.
Right.
It's tough to do. Sky Clark was very impressive. Tyler was very impressive. And this is me going, who did I see staying in? That means they get it. That means they know that to be on this court, it's going to start on this defensive end. That's not a cliche. Curtis Williams Jr., if you watched it, you like Curtis Williams on defense, very long arms. Mike James, boy, he is physical when he goes left. He's very, very physical. Okay, I'm trying not to get into specific players. Actually, let me take a quick commercial break. It's about to drive you crazy. Quick commercial break. We'll be back in a second. 939 The Ville.
You've got ants inside the house, mosquitoes outside the house, moles burrowing in your lawn, and termites eating your house from inside out. You're completely surrounded. Luckily, OPC Pest Services has a 4 seasons program that can help. OPC has been providing quality pest services since 1972. Protect your home and property and call OPC Pest Services for a free estimate at 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com. Again, that's 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Put Put the power back in your ride during Ram Power Days at Oxmoor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where you can shop and save thousands on America's best truck brand.
Yeah. Save over $13,000 off MSRP on the new 2024 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Laramie, or get 2.9% financing for 72 months.
Only at Oxmoor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Stock number C14572, MSRP $68,500 plus tax, title, and license with approved credit through Chrysler Capital. Includes all offers good through October 31st, 2023. See dealer for details.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Hello and welcome to The Kroger Show. At Kroger, everyone wins when it comes to saving big. Because when you order online through the Kroger app, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery that you do in-store with no hidden fees or markups. Best of all, you'll know when items in your cart have a coupon, so you never miss a deal. So whether you're a delivery lover, picker-upper, or you shop in-store, you'll always save big at Kroger. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another week in the books, and it was a big one. We win in football, we win in baseball, we win in the UFC. Everything turns a profit. Are you ready to make money as we head toward the end of October? Go to FatJackSports.com, and for as little as $299, get everything through Halloween. Want to add basketball? It starts next Tuesday. Add it.
Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529. Offices Louisville.
What's the best kept secret in Louisville for many Cardinal fans? The University Club of Louisville, with membership open to U of L faculty, staff, alumni, and friends. It's a great place to gather, meet friends, and host your own parties, up to 150 people. The club's hosted special events for members for 31 years and reopened in May under new management after a COVID pause, and is open to the public until November 1st. We invite you and your friends to stop by for lunch or happy hour and learn more about how to be a part of the University Club on U of L's campus. Visit our website at uclublouisville.com to learn more about membership.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
You can give it to your girl, or share it with a squirrel. Buy one cake, or 40 face. LA, the soft drink of tomorrow. LA, the new kind of day. LA, the soft drink of tomorrow. LA, is from another place. Crisp, clean, LA.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them at ralouisville.com, and be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Royalty free. We're good.
Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 Studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Also, the wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official betting partner of the NFL, is now live in Kentucky, right in time for the NFL season. Now you can legally bet on all your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in Kentucky with DraftKings. For a limited time, new customers who sign up with promo code TheVille will receive $200 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more, with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. Download DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers can use promo code TheVille to get $200 instantly in bonus bets when you place a $5 bet on anything in Kentucky. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code TheVille. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Physically present in Kentucky. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/KY. Other first big takeaways. I'm trying not to go player. The step over fundamentals, big time. I like having guys that, you know what? A negative. Get the ball up there and get it back. Pass the ball up the court and get it back. If you can handle the ball, handle the ball. I don't want a team full of people looking for Sky Clark every time we get a rebound. It should be able to get kicked out to anybody and should get it up the court. That's one of those things, Coach, I'm going to be all over you about. Easy buckets. We got to have some easy buckets, guys. We need some deflections. We need some easy buckets. I didn't see that. I expected to see. I like the man-to-man pressure, but I do want to see deflections in the passing lane. That's one of those things that I'll get excited about. Also, I expected to see alley-oops, Nikki.
You saw there was the one with Dennis Evans earlier. You mentioned.
No, it was a regular pass. The first dunk of the first point of the game.
Oh, it was just a pass. It wasn't.
It was just a pass. I don't remember seeing any alley-oops. I expected to see more.
Especially when you have such a height advantage. Do you think that contributes a little bit to the jitters, where you don't want to be that guy? No offense, like you, that clangs it off the rim.
It happened. Ty Lord threw one. Hold on. Yes, I was gonna say that, Tick. Thank you. I enjoy it. Tick listens to the show.
That is cool.
I was just about to say that, Tick. There was one play. This is my bells and whistles angry play. There's one play. Turnover on out of bounds play underneath the basket. It ends up a free run out, right, on the other end. Here's what I'm going to do. This is the one when I see that happen. I look at everybody on the court and I say, no. I'm going right to you, Coach, on that one. Because they didn't run like their life depended on it. You have to set the standard, Coach, on if, that rule, like if somebody lays the ball up on our end of the basket and everybody is not at least past half court, heads got to roll. Heads got to roll. Just those run outs where somebody's by himself getting it done. If you're not chasing him, like your life is on the line, if y'all are not running back on defense, we did a poor job getting back on defense in transition. I do agree with that. Guys who were back did a good job staying in front of their man, but just that original call out, I got 40, I got 42. Oh, who has him? Who has him? There's a lot of, but here's the problem. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I feel like a parent spoiling their kids sometimes. You kind of know why they did something. Here's the thing. You're not going to get to the basket before me. And you know how, like, you ever race a kid and you just kind of let the kid
Get close.
Get
well, I wasn't usually that fast, so I didn't have that luxury, but occasionally I did.
Problem is, it's kind of like
toy with them.
And again, got a big man back there that can block some shots.
Yeah, that is true.
And
you got a safety net.
Yeah, and you're not fast enough to beat me all the way up the court, so I can catch you. But again, you're gonna get in the film, and then the coach is gonna say you can't do that, and you as a young man, a young player is gonna be like, Coach, he's not gonna score. Then you have to say, yeah, but we're gonna play against guys that are gonna score. And I'll speed up when you get there. Like I'm saying this kind of in a a young punkish way,
right?
But like I said,
but having been a former young punk like
yes,
yourself, you can relate.
Yeah, in the back of your mind, when you're in the live action, if let's just say this is my last little hypothetical, you're guarding somebody, right? You're supposed to keep them out of the paint, but if you tower over them, you're like, Coach, he won't get the shot off, and coach is trying to tell you, no, we're playing against the sport right now. You're not playing against the opponent. You keep your opponent out of the lane. Don't just sit around, let them get position, and then block them afterwards. Even though, yes, we know you can block them. It's like, so you're still learning why. The why is more important than the results right now. So yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, so making the right passes, sprinting to the right spots you don't want it to be team specific. You want it to be game specific. So yeah, like I said, plenty of stuff to clean up, but there's so much good, little, fundamentally sound things that I want to acknowledge on a day like this before you start off after a 40-point blowout talking about turnovers and those four, like holding them to the championship standard on Simmons College. And I guarantee if you go look at those, like I said, you look up exhibition games, they'll be saying the exact same thing. Every championship coach, every championship team, the coach starts off the year pissed off about the 14 turnovers. That's ridiculous. It's like, okay, coach, I feel you. Got to be pissed. Coach got to be a little angry at the beginning. Go ahead and play us out, Nikki, so I can get to my
You do one more DraftKings.
I can do that. Before we get out here on the hour, people, just listen. Sometimes you gotta realize some more part of pay the bills. Did I forget anybody else? I want to give a shout out before I move forward. One more time. The wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of NFL, is now live in Kentucky. Right in time for the NFL season. Now you can legally bet on all your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in Kentucky with DraftKings for a limited time. New customers who sign up with promo code DeVille will receive $200 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use promo code DeVille. $200 instantly in bonus bets when you place a $5 bet on anything in Kentucky. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 and over. Physically present in Kentucky. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/KY. We're going to get a little deeper into the personnel part of it in the next hour, but I try to go big picture in the first. I just love basketball so much.
Basketball season, baby. It's a beautiful thing. It's a couple things I want to mention. Thanks to Adam and staff for dropping off a Wing Zone catering to the ESPN Louisville studios. Perfect for your next tailgate. Try the new chicken sandwich in any one of their sauces. Order online, wingzone.com. 3 area locations in Metro Louisville. Also, Pizza Bowl tonight. We're your home for the Cards, so tune in to 93.9 The Bill at 6 p.m. as we broadcast the 4th installment of Louisville baseball in the 2023 Pizza Bowl. That's at 6 p.m. right after the drive here on 93.9 The Bill. Boom.
We're rolling along. 93.9 The Bill.